Hey YouTube, how's it going? Red Baron flying at you with yet another Elestrals video. Today marked a great day. We reached 1 million on the backer, on the Kickstarter. And the $1 million level was a new Elestral Spirit. We already knew they were coming out with three more Elestral Spirits, but Dan or A Drive gave us a preview of the next Lestral. So let's take a look at it together. Alright. So right away, we can tell ice. Very ice. I just gotta say, I just love these videos. They're all well done. And yeah, let's continue. That is just adorable. The cutest spirit you've ever seen. Alright, so that's it. That was the video. So this is the newest spirit. What was her name? 1 second while I figure this out. I totally forgot her name. But yes, this is the new spirit. Ice Spirit. So in this video, continuing on, I want to discuss what the possible effects Ice Elestrals could possibly have in the upcoming, or the second set, I should say, because there's no Ice in the first set. So when you first think about Ice, you think about stalls, stopping, freezing something. So maybe something similar to Kraken. You could either freeze in a certain Celestial for a turn, or maybe possibly you could freeze the back row. If your opponent puts a face down card and you summon an Ice Celestial and say, as long as this Ice Celestial is on the field, your opponent cannot activate that face down card. This would be great. It would stop shields. It would not stop Poison Tip Arrow, because Poison Tip Arrow is on the summon. So, in response to the activation of said Ice Celestial, you could activate PTA. But it would solve a lot of shield problems if you hit the shield. Of course, you wouldn't know. Um, and other things Ice could do. Possibly, this sounds pretty crazy. Maybe something similar to um, Swords of Revealing Light from Yu-Gi-Oh! You could say activate a 2-cost spell that says your opponent can't attack the next turn. That seems very reasonable. You have the 2 cost. So not being able to attack allows you to set up your field. Allows you to set up your field and prepare for the next turn. And the 2 cost kind of balances that out. It could be a 2 cost plus maybe 3 cost, depending on how powerful it is. But something that just stops your opponent from doing something. That's what the image of Ice is. If that's the case, you could see a lot more of the slower decks being able to play this. Decks that need to be able to set up for the turn. Or just any type of stall deck. Other things Ice could do. Let's see here. Maybe freeze a hand. That sounds pretty absurd. No, let's scratch that. That's not gonna happen. Um, See, they already said they made like 12 Lustrals. They haven't made any spells yet. Um, let's see here. Someone came up with an interesting thing. Oh yeah. I believe somebody in the Discord made a divine rune that says you can equip up to, I guess, 3 frost spirits onto this. You discard one, or you disenchant one to search for an invoke rune, which is interesting because we don't have a divine rune that does that yet. We have one that searches for artifacts, one that increases attack defense, decreases attack defense, one that like allows you to nexus. But we don't have anything that searches for invokes at the current moment. So that would be very interesting. Um, Maybe a card that says after each turn lose a certain amount of stats, like lose one attack, one defense each turn. Target card, and while this card, while like target, you summon the Elestral, and this Celestial effect would be target opponent Elestral. Each turn decreases attack and defense by one. Which kind of wouldn't be bad. Makes sense. Maybe that's all. It's like it'd be a more of the stall. You have stall, then it'd be a good way to like decrease the attack defense of other higher end Elestrals. Of course, you would need to protect it to make sure it stays on the field. Um, or it could be something similar on the lines of like, oh, your opponent can't creature can't attack and minus one attack and defense. So that way, that strong Celestial can't attack you. Always to get around that, you can always ascend on top of that Celestial to stop the effect. But I think those were interesting effects because it's really cold. And usually, when you a lot of games, just in games in general, when you go into a cold climate, you don't have the proper equipment or something, you take damage over time. So that'd be a very interesting effect to have for ice. Let's see, what else could they possibly have for ice? Let's see here. I'm actually drawing a blank for most part. Do. I don't see any more draw coming our way. We have plenty draw. Um, I could see. We're not gonna have any like removal spells, like because there's no space for out of game cards, so there won't be like exiled or anything like that, which is kind of something I saw Dark doing, but we'll get to that in a different video. Um, Ice. I think those are the main things I can like, picture Ice doing. I'm very excited for the next set, for the second set, and I'm excited for to see what Ice can do. Um, I can definitely see it having a lot of synergy with water. That's for sure. Synergy with water. Um, Obviously, ice and water should go together. But I guess we'll, as we get closer to the release, we'll learn a lot more about this little fella over here and see what the Ice Celestials can do. Until then, YouTube, I'll see you later. Peace. Oh yeah, and if you have any ideas or you want to talk about ideas about what possible effects of Ice Celestials could be in the future, please leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.